I'm still there we go. I buggered it already. Good evening. How are you? How are you doing? I hope everyone is well. I hope you're all doing great. What are we up to today? What a week, eh? What a week. I hope you're well, and I hope you're feeling spicy, and you're all doing well. I hope you had a good week as well, and yeah, it's good to see ya. So let's just have a quick look through the chat, and let's see who we've got this evening. So Brandog can't be with us, but it was very nice of them to pop by. We got Pirate Cream Pickle. We got Caring Commissar. He started his tweaking already. We also have Andy Allen. How you doing? Ravensbrook Miniatures. We got Papa Owl. Hello, nice to see ya. Who else we got in here? We have Void Captain Bazooka as well. And we've got Judge Gudge as well. Wow, look at that. Don't cross the streams. It won't be bad. Try to imagine all like... Well, okay. Well, I'm going to leave it there. Anyway, thank you so much for being here. We have a very exciting show tonight. We've got a very special guest. And I'm not going to, mince it anymore. So, say hello to Josh from the Pickle Jar.
Hey up, everyone. How we doing? Good evening to you, Mr. Kev.
Hey, good evening to you too. Just making sure that it's working. Oh my god, it's working. Holy crap on a crap. Ah, take that, technology. Pa. How are you doing, Mr. Pickle?
I'm all right, mate.
Good.
All right. Thank you for inviting me onto your corner of the internet.
Oh well, it's a pleasure to have you, buddy. So, what you been working on lately?
A few bits and pieces. I've got a few things on the table this evening. I've been working on some stuff from Northumbrian Tin Soldier, so I'm going to hopefully finish a couple of those off tonight. I've been working on some stuff from Pagan Miniatures, so I'm hopefully going to finish off one of those tonight, or at least get some done on him. And then I'm finishing off a project that started last night, which is for a video for next week, which has just got a little bit of basing stuff left to do on it. So hopefully finish that off as well.
Nice. So you got plenty to do then.
Yeah, plenty busy.
Oh, you've been very busy this week, haven't you?
Well, so far, no. It's the back end of the week where I'm busy. Obviously, I did my stream on Wednesday. Elston made me take a night off yesterday. Obviously, I've got your stream tonight. I'm on a stream tomorrow. Possibly 2 streams tomorrow, depending on how I feel. And then I'm on stream Sunday morning. So, it's very busy.
So who are you streaming with tomorrow then?
I'm on Frost and Fists UK friendly stream tomorrow.
Ooh, I'm still waiting for my invite, by the way. Shocking. Methos.
I'm sure they'll sort you out.
It's all right.
So yeah, I'm doing that, and then me and Wend are on about maybe doing a stream at some point tomorrow as well. Doing just another chilling hobby.
That'd be awesome. That would be really awesome. That'd be nice to see you two back. The dynamic duo of the Pickle Jar.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, and I'm assuming she'll be continuing her work on the He-Man model.
Yes, that is the plan. No, I've told her she's not allowed to start She-Ra until she's finished He-Man.
Ah, good. Get the good habits in early.
Yeah, don't get into the bad habits.
Yeah. Alright, cool. So I'm going to be doing something simple tonight. I'm not going to be painting because I've been working on just finishing up the grimdark style Age of Sigmar model. So
yeah,
there's a sneaky peek right there. I'm not going to really show it that well. Ooh, it looks dirty. And I've given it a suitably fancy base as well, just for lols. So yeah, that's their sneak peek. You have to wait for the video on Tuesday. I will actually do that on Tuesday, so can't wait for that. It's definitely taking me out of my comfort zone, because normally I like to shade heavy, but I never use like pigments or anything. So
yeah,
hang on, they're telling me I'm a bit quiet. Hang on, let me just put the gain up a bit. Is that better?
I could definitely hear you louder now, but I could hear you before anyway.
Yeah, just turn your volume up. I'm hitting the yellow, but if I put the gain up any more, you're gonna start hearing the fan on the laptop like go crazy because it's like, you're doing too much. Anyway, let's have a look and see who else. We've got some other people joining, have we? Oh yes, Nightbot. Nightbot is working how it should for once. Huzzah, 2 weeks in a row.
It's always
who
nice
else
when
we
that
got
happens.
here? Hello, Boffnet. Hey, Normski, how you doing? And yeah, there we go. So if you got any questions in the chat for Mr. Pickle, then
what's to ask
throw 'em
me
in there.
questions?
And if you got any other like questions for Wendy, please make them as personal as possible about Pickle, and I'm sure she'll be happy to answer them live on air. All right. Oh, he's ordered 2 copies of Mortal Realms just because of me. Oh wow. Which ones did you order, Mr. Normski?
I haven't ordered any. Oh, Normski.
Yeah, Mr. Normski. Right, I think
Very cool.
I'm going to build this branch witch.
I was going to ask, what are you working on tonight?
Yeah, Sylvaneth building, lots of fun. It's all fiddly stuff, you know. Traditionally, I build dwarfs and space marines. I've dabbled with. Oh, I say dabbled. I built a whole army of Bretonians, and you know, I've done other bits and pieces here and there, but these Sylvaneth are the fiddliest ones I've ever bloody done, and that's including Nighthaunt.
Have you ever built a Dark Elf Blood Bowl team?
No, but I have built Dark Eldar before. So...
Dark Eldar are easy. Dark Elf Blood Bowl team.
Old 3rd edition ones. Easy peasy.
Go and build a Dark Elf Blood Bowl team, then come back and tell me how difficult the whatever it is.
I'm sure it's a piece of pie.
It's disgusting.
Is it like
worst kit I've ever had to work with? They have like little blades that you have to attach separately on their arms that are like stupidly tiny and ridiculous. I don't understand why they're not just sculpted on.
Oh, that's lame.
Worst kit I've ever had to work with in like many years.
Yeah.
Of being in the hobby, that is the worst kit I've ever had to do.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is, because everyone's probably going to want to see what I'm working on rather than my face, because I mean, as handsome as this face is, it gets a bit boring to stare at now.
Yeah.
So I'm just going to go to the be right back screen, and then I'm just going to move the camera around. I hope I got the right one. It'd be embarrassing if I picked up the wrong one. Spin. So, what have you got planned in the future, project-wise? You got anything planned in the future, project-wise?
Oh yeah, I got quite a bit planned actually.
Yeah.
I'm not going to tell you any of it though, because you'll just steal my ideas.
Oh, there we go. I was waiting for that. Cheeky bitch.
There's the spice.
There's the spice.
I was going to make a comment when you were saying about how you're painting something grimdark and it's really taking you out of your comfort zone and being like, oh, that's a nice original idea, Kev.
Well, you know, sod you. I was doing that before you decided to do your salamander with dirt.
Yeah, the difference is that I buckled down, got it done, and got it out.
Well, you know, like,
I know it's very hard for you being at home all the time and not having to go to work. It's very difficult.
It is. It really is, because there's no time where the kids are not there. That's the real hassle of it. So if it was,
I'm only joking. Yeah, I've got quite a bit planned. I'm working on. I've painted this loon boss on a cave squig. which, like I said, I painted that last night, and that's going on a video next weekend.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a Necron tutorial out tomorrow. What else have I got coming up? I've got a Dark Eldar tutorial coming up. I've got some Blood Bowl basing tutorials coming up.
Right.
And then some other bits and pieces with some smaller company miniatures. So there'll be some videos for Northumbrian Tin Soldier. There'll be some videos for Pagan miniatures. Some for Warplock. Some for Lion Tower. I'm in a thing at the minute which is kind of nice and also scary, where every day I come home and I've had another delivery from someone.
Oh mate, that yeah, I can see how that could be exciting and a little bit intimidating.
Like, you can't see it now because I've moved it. Well, actually, you see, like, I've got these bags full of stuff here. This is all stuff for me to paint for videos.
Right.
That Lion Tower sent me. I've got just see if I can shift some stuff around. I've got the Northumbrian Tin Soldier stuff that they sent me. I've got over 4 or 5 models there. I've got this box,
Ridiculous.
which is just full of stuff that I've been sent to paint. I've got that's too heavy. This is the box of Pagan miniatures that I got the other day, which is just like you could club a baby seal with this. That's how heavy that is because it's all metal.
Right. And we all know how fun baby seal clubbing is.
Right, exactly, yeah. And then I got a package the other day from Ybird. It sent me some Dark Eldar bits and pieces.
Crikey.
And I'm still due more stuff. I've got more stuff on its way. I've got some stuff coming from America. I've got like a board game thing that I've been sent to review from America that's got loads of miniatures in it. I don't know when that's going to turn up.
You're doing all right for yourself, aren't you?
Yeah. It's all networking, isn't it?
That's a lot of work, though. Like, a lot of work. But you know what? I'm looking forward to your reviews and
my
what
ideas.
you get up to.
About you, what have you got coming out in the future?
Well, I'll sort of take it one project at a time now because I was stressing myself out so much about getting projects done and falling behind that I just became locked down with it all. Sort of too many ideas trying to get through a narrow door sort of thing. So yeah, I want to get the Age of Sigma Grimdark thing done and out the way, and then I've also got to catch up on finishing the Flesh Eaters and the Sylvaneth, and then I could get my Orcs done, my Iron Jaws.
Nice.
And I'm still keeping an eye out for the Imperium magazine. And yes, Karen Commissar, it is definitely going to be Necrons and Marines. There's no reason why it wouldn't be. Purely because that's the new start set. So, yeah. But I am hoping to revisit an old love of mine.
Oh yeah, what's she called?
Sorry?
I said, what's she called?
Battle Games in Middle-earth.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I mean, like lately, I've been seeing a lot of the stuff like being limited printed by Games Workshop at the moment. And you know, like some of the models are are a bit derpy, even by the standards of back then, right? But there are some cracking models in there, and that's one project I'm looking forward to doing. And I believe you were going to join me on that journey if you had time.
Definitely. I've got some Lord of the Rings stuff, and we've talked about doing a bit of a collab at some point, haven't we?
Yeah, I love a collab. Me. especially one that's full of nostalgia as well. 100%. Christ, you know what? I forgot how difficult it is to hobby and chat at the same time. It's one thing. It's one thing when you're interviewing someone because you're focused on it, or if you're idly chatting to the camera. But I keep distracting myself while I'm clipping away here. It's terrible.
I mean, feel free to interview me if that's easier for you.
Oh, mate. Well, I don't know what I could interview you that people in the chat don't already know.
Ah.
You're so well publicized at the moment. I don't think anyone's left in the dark about what you're up to.
You heard it here first, guys. Officially too popular to bother interviewing now.
Well, I mean, I've had you on the show before, haven't I? And we did a
Yeah.
whole. Or was I
When?
on your show?
You were on my show.
Was it your show?
Yeah, you were on my show. I've been on your show with other people as well,
Right.
but not by myself.
Ah, okay.
See, I remember these things, Kev.
I get muddled up a lot. Yeah. Mixed priorities. Sorry, dude. I try and hold you as close and as dear to my heart as I can, but yeah, sometimes my mind and my eyes wander.
Yeah, I'll let you off.
Right, so what we got in the chat here? So who's got what? Let's have that. Alright, so everyone's sorted out the volume. Normsky got issue 51 and 27. What was issue 51? Very recent one, isn't it? That was last week's one. I can't bloody remember what it was. Can you remind me what that was? And issue 27 as well. I can't remember. That was because I remember issue 28 was the spirit hosts, and everyone was bitching and moaning about how tricky they were, and I like laughed at them and did a quick video.
Issue 27. That was the one. That was after issue 26, weren't it?
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Silly me.
I remember it well.
Karen Commissar says he's here for my face because you know he can't do his bath time tweaking without it.
Someone lovely image.
Someone called Andy Allen called out handbags. And we've got that. And then we got so much stuff. Congrats, Captain Pickle. Shows dedication pays off. That's from Mr. Andy. And Mr. Commissar said, Pickle completed YouTube.
Ha! No.
On the breast milk of chilling Wargamers.
Pickle nearly quit YouTube in the last couple of weeks.
Was it that bad?
That's a exclusive for you. Yeah, it's had a couple of rough weeks, but feeling better now.
Is it a case of just feeling overwhelmed, or is it outside factors that are sort of?
It's if I'm brutally honest, it's been a few things. I've had a bit of a rough couple of weeks with work, which I'll not get into, but it's just been a bit naff. And then just videos not performing that well recently. All the stats and stuff are still going up, subs are still going up, views still going up, like overall on the channel. But last few videos that I've put out have not performed anywhere near what I would have liked them to have. And I knew that some of them wouldn't do because of what they were, but I thought some of the others might do a bit better, and they hadn't done. And it gets to you a bit. It gets to you because it's we put so much time into videos, from like planning, filming, editing, refilming bits, refilming bits, like and then like all your publicity around it and stuff, and
a lot of unpaid hours goes into YouTube creation and content and promotion, and that's the biggest thing that people forget. when it comes to content creation with YouTube. It's a lot of work for in ratio little rewards, but I mean, there are moments where it really does pay off, and you're like, hey, this is really cool. Like, where you get subscribers and supporters showing off, like, what they've learned from your videos and stuff, and or them opening up about them enjoying the hobby again because of the content, or even just like it might seem a bit arbitrary to some people, but just seeing the numbers pay off now and then is quite nice, because you think, okay,
Yeah.
I've put in this work, and it's reaching the people that it's supposed to, and now they can enjoy it and benefit from it as well, and that is a reward in itself.
It's a true story. It's for me, it's just like you say, it's seeing the people turn up for live streams and stuff, the people coming and supporting and enjoying getting stuff done and learning stuff. That's what I like the most about doing this. But like I say, I'm not going to lie. Like, when your videos don't perform like you'd want them to, it
sucks.
soul destroying.
Yeah.
But beer 8. I'm from Yorkshire, so
just have a brew and you're good.
that's it. I'll have a brew. I'll nip down allotment to see whippet.
Oh dear. I swear that there needs to be a course on speaking Yorkshire, just because it is a language unto its own. It's not English. It's Northern. Like, know how like American English is distinguished as being different.
Yeah.
And you got Pidgin English as well. So why not have Northern English as a?
I mean, I agree. I think they should do. I think they should do. That'd be brilliant. I'd love that.
Right. Make
Let's sort it out.
GCSEs a bit more fun.
Not sure fun's the right word.
Right, now, boys and girls, how would we write as a Yorkshireman that Postman Pat went to the shop to collect the parcels to take to the post office?
Say that again. What are you asking me?
Well, I'm asking the boys and girls. Like, how would Postman Pat, like, how would you say Postman Pat has gone to the shop to pick up some parcels to take to the post office?
You'd write it exactly as it's spelled, except all the twos would just be tis.
Tis. And you wouldn't say the.
Postman Pat's gone to post office.
Gone to post office.
No, you don't. You have to. You have to leave a bit more of a gap. Postman Pat's gone to post office.
All right, because the
it's not. You don't link all the words together. You don't. It's not gone to post office like all one word. It's gone to post office.
Right. Okay. So you sort of
gone to post office.
You crash behind your own teeth, so to speak.
I don't know what that means.
Post office. It's just not right.
Postman Pat's gone to post office to get some parcels to post.
It's just not right.
It's not right now.
Not right.
It's not right. It's not right. There is.
Not right.
Pretty language around here.
I love me Northerners. Right, well, what's going on? All right, so you got tons of love coming in on the chat. So Andy says, I've got some light dwarfs somewhere. Oh, Lord of the Rings. Okay. Commissar said,
what's light dwarf?
that's what I was thinking. Ain't there such thing? Commissar said I started this hobby from Lord of the Rings stuff back when Fellowship came out. Yeah, I mean, I started a few years before that, but that got me into the gaming element of things, in like going to the shop regular. What's it? He won a box of Mordor Orcs when GW used to visit smaller retailers and went home like a boss. Andy says big loves Pickle. Commissar gave some hearts, and Andy says we love you. The body ads and the creators don't get a decent kickback. Yeah, I mean, like it wasn't more than 12 months ago that all the YouTube ads doubled up, didn't they?
Yeah.
And
the only
like,
reason,
you can't
it's
skip
honestly
the first one. You can only skip
the
the
only
second
reason why I have monetized the channel. Because I wasn't going to bother, because like the money that you get from it is like negligible. You don't get hardly anything until you start getting like hundreds of thousands of views, and even then it's not a lot.
Yeah.
So I wasn't going to bother, but then I was like, well, YouTube puts ads on my videos anyway at this point, so I might as well get something out of it.
Oh man, I've felt that sting before, Andy. He said the unboxing video he had to re-edit 12 times with 3 corrupted saves. I've been through that, dude. That's harsh. Still not hit 30 watches yet. It's tough, buddy, but we are. Well, let us know. Well, actually, you know what? Send me a PM with your YouTube address, and I'll post it in the chat, and everyone can pop over there later. They can save the video, and we can show Andy a little bit of support. So that's what us chilling Wargamers do. Issue 51 is the Stormcast dude with the hammers, and 27 has 3 Stormcast dudes on it. Okay, that narrows it down.
I'm so glad I don't play Age of Sigmar.
Have they got the Stormcast dudes? Have they got like giant crossbows or hammers and shields?
Yes, I've definitely seen them with both.
Yeah. Andy says Postman Pat went to shop to get boxes and had a right good time.
He's not Jamaican.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. Postman Pat, man.
Postman Pat went to shop to get boxes, and
it's not. You don't. You see. You still say, even though you're saying
good time.
You're not doing it right. You're not doing the "to" right.
I don't sound depressed enough, do I?
You don't have to sound depressed. I don't sound depressed, do I?
No, of course not. That's the Welsh, really, isn't it? Soggy weather all the time.
No, I don't think they sound that depressed.
Judge Good says, "Hey up, lad. Pat has gone to post office to get your new broken toothbrushes." Hey, there we go. 25 minutes in, and we got our first broken turd brushes drop. Love it. He broke the turd.
Boffnet. Only in Yorkshire do they still use the post office. Everyone else uses DPD. Wow. I do still post everything via post office because I don't trust anyone apart from Royal Mail now.
I think Elston is just catching up on the show because he just posted about the bad habits.
Bad habits?
Yeah, we were talking about not getting Wendy into bad habits like near the beginning of the show.
Oh yeah.
Better late than ever. Oh, Queen. You know what? I get mixed up with the real life names and show names. So, forget me, man. Like, if I get mixed up, Andy Allen is Quingo.
I know.
Yeah, but
I know Andy Allen personally.
Do ya?
I've known him since I was about 13.
Nice.
We grew up. We were friends growing up. He used to be in my band actually.
Man, I still can't get over the fact you're in a band, but it makes so much sense.
Everyone immediately knows what part of the band I was as well. Like they can tell. Which I don't know whether that's a worrying thing or not. It says a lot about my personality.
Obviously, you're the guy with the keytar, right? There we go. Knocking out those keytar solos like a bad man.
We didn't have a keytar. We were a punk band.
All right, so pots and pans then.
No, that was drummer. It sounded like that's what we were using anyway.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Gotta love a bit of that. Absolute not like nonsense. Xylophone player.
Yep, that's me. On the old Zyles, as I like to call it. That's what we call it in the showbiz. The Z phone, we call it.
Right, I need to
Backing dancer. Yeah, that's where I learned how to belly dance.
Oh, yeah. That'll do it. Do you still have the like the belly button jewel?
Yeah, I keep it in a box for special occasions. I think.
Hang on. Right. There we go. I'm just getting the link for Mr. Kringo. He's doing alright. It's on 33 subs. Man, I still remember when I got my first 10. I was proper like hype on that, man. Okay. There we go. Throwing the link to the channel in the chat there. So if you get a moment, enjoy. Alright, skin flute. That sounds dirtier than it needs to be, dude.
I think it's meant to.
That's just raw. Hang on. What? Is it playing up on me now? Don't be a douche. Come on, work.
Have you broke it?
It does work. There we go. No, it's for some reason it keeps getting fidgety about meats unless it's in full screen. This is where we are. You didn't see my browser.
Yeah, we could.
Oh bollocks! Oh well.
It's good that we didn't have anything weird open.
Nah. That's what they introduced incognito mode for, right?
Incognito mode. Is he an X-Men bad guy?
Yeah. Terrible guy. Worst powers ever. Elston, that moment when you think you're watching a stream live and comment, then realise you're 50 minutes behind everyone else.
Oh,
Queen
Elston.
Pickle had an elastic band, right? He was the lead man. I tried to sing and failed miserably. Ah. Yeah, no problem, dude. It's what we do. We help share out all the love, and yeah, it's what we do. Which is a point, actually, dude.
Yo.
I forgot. I knew I was getting something. I was forgetting something, and
What?
it was.
Is this something I've forgotten as well, or
No. I get such random stuff come up on my thing. Like I don't know how the.
You can see your browser again.
Yeah, I know. Just ignore it.
I can't look away.
So I get such
I
random
can't help it.
things from the algorithm on what's the call it, YouTube. It makes no rhyme or reason because like the majority of it I don't even watch. I think it's just grasping at straws at the moment. Just to try and bring my attention into something because it's like, hey, look, we barely got any algorithmic data on you, and it's like, well, you know, suck on that. VPN for the win, yo. That's the only way to keep the suggestions as clean as possible, I suppose.
Yeah, I guess so. If you've got no data, they don't know what to throw at you.
Exactly. Right. So, I am thinking for the Lord of the Rings stuff. When the Battle Games for Middle Earth came out, I didn't actually get it myself. I picked it up off a friend because like they wanted to quit it, and actually no, I did get the first 6 or 8 issues in the shop actually, and then they stopped doing it in the shop. But my mate, he was giving up on it, so he like handed over the subscription to me. And
All right.
so I didn't know about all the free stuff that you got with it, but he handed over like the toolkit, which was cool because it came with a blade and clippers and stuff, and it was like just before like the whole, yeah, you can't just willy nilly give out knives sort of laws that came in. So you had like a little Stanley knife with a yellow handle, which I still have, still cuts fine. And like some files and stuff, that was cool. And you also got a stand for like a diorama of Balin's tomb.
Yeah.
And that's what I want to work on. I want to get all those the fellowship all repainted, because as proud as well, it must have been like 12 or 13-year-old me would have been with the paint job, I look at it now and I think, yeah, I could do better. Like for one thing, I could paint eyes. So yeah, I'm gonna repaint them, and then I'm gonna jazz up that base, and I don't know how far I might take it. If I've got the space and the time, I might even expand the diorama so I can just slot that base into the middle of a reconstruction of the Balin's tomb.
That'd be cool.
That'd be really cool, right?
Well, I'm thinking about doing something similar with the Lord of the Rings stuff. I've got the subscription thing, same again, is like they're the first miniatures that I ever bought. And I've got some of them. I thought, I had lost them. I'd given them. They ended up with my friend, mainly because we sort of did them for a while, and then I went on to 40k and was just giving him my Lord of the Rings stuff because I never ended up doing anything with it. And it wasn't until recently that he was going through and having a clear out. And he was like, "Oh, I've got a load of boxes for old Warhammer stuff if you want it, if it's any good for the channel." I was like, "Yeah, all right, then I'll have a look." And when I was looking through, like all my old like Last Alliance elves and Moria orcs,
nice,
are all in there, like with the original terrible paint jobs. So I think I'm going to get them out, show them off a little bit, and then I'm going to repaint some of them, and then do like a side by side sort of thing.
Yeah.
But I've got a load of Mordor stuff which I'm planning on doing, building up. I'm probably going to paint some of that for the channel for videos and live streams and stuff.
Did you ever did you ever do that goblin conversion that they had in like the first few issues?
I honestly can't remember, but
It was like it was one goblin that had like the sword extended and the shield. No, it was a bow goblin actually. It was like the leader of the unit, and you cut the bow off, around the hand, and stuck it on his back, and then you put a sword in his and shield in his hands instead. It was actually pretty cool. That was like my
I
first.
can't remember. It was a long time ago that I did all that. Obviously, because it's a long time ago that it came out. But yeah, so I'm gonna do that at some point. Like I said, I'm gonna work on my Mordor stuff. I did start working on it, not last year, year before. Right back at the beginning when I first started the channel. Actually, it was some of the stuff I was working on, getting into the battle companies. So I built up a little battle company of stuff and got that painted. At some point, I'm going to get some of the big cool stuff as well. I'm going to get a Balrog. I'm going to get a Fell Beast.
That's so cool.
I want to get a Fellowship and paint that up.
Yeah, I remember when they redid the Fellowship actually, and they came out in plastic, and it was just like, it's not the same, man. They, you know, they're like the metal ones were just that little bit more special.
So when I was younger, and like fairly early on in the Hobbit, metal miniatures terrified me because in my head, I sort of went, these are metal, which means they're more valuable than plastic, which means I've got to do a better job painting them.
When really they were like literally like tin cans essentially.
Yeah. So I used to put off painting metal miniatures. I used to have like a massive stockpile of just old miniatures that were metal that I'd got, and I just didn't want to paint because I was like, I'm going to do a bad job on this. Whereas now, I absolutely love painting metal miniatures.
See, I didn't mind painting metal miniatures because I kind of grew up with metal minis being the predominant, but with like little plastic extras like power packs and stuff. And one of my first 100% multi-part metal kit was actually a Khorne Juggernaut. With like a berserker on top, Khorne berserker, and yeah, no, like I'll tell you what, that thing just did not want to stick together. Damn thing, it was too heavy for its own good. Like, and all it would take is just a little drop and it would break. But I was like quite young, I didn't know about pinning or anything like that, you know, and I kind of stole it off my brother as well, so there's always that as well. But you know, it ended up having a happy ending. It went to someone who knew what they were doing. So
not you then.
No, I mean, naively, I traded it for bits because like I was on a little sort of. I was heavily influenced by White Dwarf to do like conversions and stuff. So I ended up like trading it for tons and tons of spare bits and that, which is heinous now. Like I look back at it and I'm thinking, what the was I thinking? But you know, it's all good.
It's all good in the hood.
It's all good in the hood. Guys, did I just?
What's your plan? Are you gonna like just do the Fellowship, or are you gonna do are you gonna do like an army? Have you got a particular faction that you fancy doing?
Well, you know what is I was just remembering as we were talking about conversions. You know, like I can't remember if it was in the magazine issues or if it was from White Dwarf, but they used to talk about doing conversions of the Rohirrim and the Men of Gondor from the Last Alliance because they didn't have the Minas Tirith chaps just yet, and like converting them for like the other regions of Gondor, and like just mix matching the shields and cutting off little bits here and there, swapping heads and stuff. It'd be good to bring them out and just see how those conversions stand up actually, and whether or not I could improve them now or what, you know, because there's still room for it. I know they're probably going to eventually fill out those gaps. But I mean, it's still viable. Maybe have a look at that. See if I can salvage any of them, because most of the horses from the Rohirrim, they were sort of connected by one leg on the base, so of course they're snapped off. Yeah, I think it's going to be one of those like big projects where I sort of go to see what I've got, see what I haven't painted, because I gave up halfway through painting it all and just carried on collecting it, and then see how I can improve or fix the ones that are already there and done, and then see what I can do to sort of up my level with the remaining ones. But yeah, no, I'd definitely like to do the Last Alliance first. Visit those models just for the sheer nostalgia of it. Oh god, the pangs. But I never got any big monsters or anything. The biggest thing I had was a ballista for the Urukai.
I've never not done any of the big stuff, but I do want, like I say, I want to get a Balrog, just because I want to paint a Balrog so bad.
I know, right?
I mean, I like painting salamanders because fire. So, like painting a Balrog, it's like
it's your bread and butter.
Yeah, that's it. Easy peasy, job done.
But would you try and hunt down the metal one, or would you go the plastic one?
I'd probably have a look, see if I can get a metal one. I'd probably want to do both, and do like a comparison.
Because if I remember rightly, I just dropped the bloody witch's head. The witch is dead. Go witch. Wicked witch. Yeah, no. What I remember at the time, it was a period when Games Workshop was still investing in the plastic tech, because they had just got a huge amount of money from New Line Studios, and so they were trying to push plastics, but the metal minis still held the edge on the detail, and it wasn't for another 10 years before that flipped. So from what I remember, the Balrog had softer edges on it. It wasn't quite as hard edged on the details and that, whereas the metal one was like really sharp and crisp on the details. But I mean, that could just be me remembering wrong. I'm not sure. Let's see, what have we got going on in the chat? So Elston is talking about naughty stuff on the thing. Apparently my name should be Hobby Porner Kev, which he does in the corner, of course. Yes, it does sound creepier the more you go on. Thank you. Sometimes for many hour of an evening, sometimes he streams it well. Groovy. Oh yeah, thanks Judge Good. Because I was just showing off my painted mini on the camera quickly. It's a sneaky peek.
I didn't see that.
But yeah, I have to hold it together because I haven't glued it down on the base, but it's going to be like something a bit like this. Hang on, camera's in reverse, damn thing. But it's only a quick look because I want people to watch the video on how I did it and stuff, and it's not finished, so that's all you get.
Looking cool though. I like the base.
Cheers. Yeah, I've had the heroic bases just sitting in a bag for years now. Never really used them. I think I've used 2 out of a whole lot. So I thought I'd go over the top. And the thing is, though, this one takes up a lot of space on the base itself. It doesn't leave much space for you to actually put the mini. It's absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, I still got to put grime all over that, definitely. So what was it? My first metal mini was an orc with the custom mega shooter. Ooh, nice. The one that shot snotlings. Oh right, yeah, I know what you're on about.
You're about the one that's got the little hoover on the front.
Yeah,
the snotlings.
And it's like it's got that big gun with like the 3-pronged.
That's the
propeller thing with the orbs on it.
Yeah, is that the
and
big?
It just sucks up the snotlings and shoots them at people like through warp war magic.
That's the one where it shoots, but then you have to roll on a d6, or you used to have to roll on a d6 to see what it actually did. And like it'd either do something amazing or it'd just like open up a vortex into the warp and suck stuff in, or something ridiculous.
That sounds about right, doesn't it?
Yeah, for orcs, yeah.
Yeah, I love that concept of all or nothing. You know, like if it goes to shit, oh well, we had a laugh. But if it goes well, then you're laughing a different way for a different reason. Oh, damn it. I forgot to. Don't you just hate when you miss a bit?
That's what she said.
Oh. How you doing, Mythos? How are you doing? Good of you to
Mr.
join
Mythos.
Us. Yeah, from the Frost and Face.
I've heard they've got a very good guest on tomorrow.
I've heard that as well, actually. And yeah, I can't wait to see that, actually. Does that mean that their show tonight, or like our morning, their night, isn't on? Or are they still doing
I think they still normally do the
Friday
night, Saturday morning show, and then they do the UK friendly one as well.
Shock attack gun. That's it. Yes. I can't wait. Then. I'll try. I do try sometimes to either stay up or just accidentally wake up around that time just to say hello.
I've tried to stay up to watch it, but I always fall asleep because it is like I stay up fairly late, but to stay up late for that to start at the time it does, and then to get all the way through it, I would not last.
2:30 our time,
yeah,
and it goes on till 4:30 our time, and it's like
that's it.
That's the new day. Then.
So I get up about 7 o'clock, so I tend to get up, and that's my Saturday morning. I'll watch the Frost and Fish show from the previous night.
Yeah,
I have my coffee and I chill out and get ready to do all my social posts when my new video goes up at 9.
Which is another point I wanted to discuss. Actually, your social media presence has really been good at the last, especially the last 4 months, 5 months. Like you've really sort of upped the game on that. How big a contribution would you say that is to having a successful channel?
I don't know. I'll let you know when I have a successful channel.
Oh, don't put yourself down, dude.
I don't know. I think it does. I think it can help. I think it's one of those things. It's the same as anything else for YouTube in that it sort of escalates. So the more it's like the more subscribers you've got on YouTube, as long as you like stay consistent with your videos and stuff, like you can't get up to a point and then go away for 4 years and then come back and still expect to have carried on growing. Like if you stay consistent, then generally the more subscribers you've got, then the more views you'll get, and then the more views you get and the more subscribers you've got, the more YouTube will push your content which then lets more people see it and gets you even more subscribers and views, and so on and so on. So it grows exponentially. I think social media and stuff kind of works in the same way.
Yeah.
It depends on what it is, because either my social media, it's more just for brand recognition. Like I've found that I don't generally get, like on a Saturday when I post up on Instagram or Facebook or whatever that I've got a new video out, I don't find there's much sort of conversion between people seeing that post and then actually going and watching the video.
Right.
So the social media stuff, like I still share out when I've got new videos and things, but I've sort of turned tactics.
Yeah.
So the social media stuff is now not necessarily just about advertising my new videos. It's more about sort of engaging with the community and engaging with people and just showing off the hobby that I'm doing. Which is why I've ended up focusing on Instagram a lot more, because it is just photos. And that's perfect when I'm working on miniatures and I can post photos up. I don't tend to post too many work in progress pictures. Like I'll generally post one per model that I'm working on. I see some feeds and I feel like I've seen the same model like 50 different times because I've done an extra 3 brush strokes on it, so here's another picture. No, that's not what I'm about. I'll put one up and then I'll not put another photo of that miniature up until it's finished. Or sometimes, like if it's a big model and it's taking longer to work on, then I might add it to my story on Instagram instead of an actual post. But generally, I just post stuff up on there. I post, new stuff that I've delivered, stuff that I'm working on, because it's nice. It's nice for me as well. It's kind of like a visual history of like my miniatures that I'm working on. So everything that I work on goes on there now. And it's cool because I'm getting, we're getting quite a bit of traction on Instagram. I think we're on about 800 followers now, which is cool.
That's really good.
And we're getting tagged in things, and we're getting involved in like community projects on there as well, like that Rogue Trader Marine that I painted recently, or painted part of recently. That was through an Instagram thing that I got tagged in and asked if I wanted to be part of it. And that's through someone that's followed me for ages because of my salamander stuff. So it's cool. So I think, to answer your initial question, I think it's important to have a social media presence, but until you get to a part where you are like absolutely massive, people generally won't follow through from your social media to your YouTube or whatever. Like don't expect to post up and go, I've got a new video, and you think, well, I've got 800 followers, so that's 800 people that are going to go and watch it, because that's not how it works.
It doesn't ever work like that, no.
It's just, you have to, the way that I approach a lot of things now, it's what is giving this value to people. Like, it's kind of what I've always tried to focus on, but it's hard to put into practice, especially like continuously. But we all do it. We've all got, obviously, as YouTube channels, and then you have Facebook, you have Instagram, you have Twitter. Like some people have started using TikTok. I'm personally not interested in TikTok, but some people are using that as well because it's another social media platform.
It's
all
grown
these places
so ridiculously quick as well. But I will not. China have already got my mobile. They will not have my social media too. God damn it.
Yeah. So we all have these things, but then what we end up doing, especially like, and it's a time issue. You haven't always got time to do what I'm going to say, but for me, if someone's following me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and they're already subscribed to my YouTube channel, they've got no reason to look at my YouTube, my Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram if all I'm doing is sharing out links to my videos, because if they're already subscribed to the channel, then they'll show up in the YouTube feed already. And at the same time, like, as well as that, you've also got then I'll go, I'm putting out unique content then. that's what it's about. You need to put out unique content or give people a reason to follow you on your social media platforms.
Yeah.
But then you get like, well, why does someone need to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram if I just share the same image out on all three platforms with the same caption on all three platforms? Because once they've seen it once, they've seen it. So we're focusing on Instagram at the moment. Facebook's sort of taking a back seat. I've sort of dabbled in what I want to do with Facebook, but I'm just not doing that yet, just because it takes a bit more time and effort. Focusing on Instagram at the moment. That's why, like I said, I share my stuff out on a Saturday, but generally it is just a and what I'm going to start doing as well is putting it in my story rather than just uploading a photo of the thumbnail. Like my Instagram is just going to be pictures of miniatures going forward. And so what I do on there, like I said, I post stuff up that I'm working on. I get engagement from people. You know, I use all the right tags and stuff and grow my community that way, because then it's that brand recognition that I'm trying to grow.
Yeah.
Like people will recognize the name, the Pickle Jar. And then when people are tagging me in posts, like I've used your tutorial to do this, I've used it for that, then I'll share that on our story. The more followers we've got, the more people are likely to see that and go, oh, you know, he does this. So, and that's something I've tried to use the stories quite a lot recently. Not just to post out just generic stuff. Like I've done like a couple of Q&As on there and had really good response, like questions and stuff.
Yeah. They can be fun to do.
Fun when you get when you actually get questions. It'd be devastating to put one out and then not get anything back.
Yeah. I've only done 3 ever, and one of them I only got 1 response. The other one took off quite well, and I had a few responses. But the first one I did, absolutely no one gave me a question, and I was absolutely devastated. I was like, oh no. And the thing is, right, the one where I only got 1 question, that was after 48 hours. So the post had already come and gone, but they've just accidentally come across it. So anyways, I just saw in the chat, Amy Foss, I'm really sorry that the storm has hit you so hard. Hope you're okay. The winter storm has caused power outages, net outages, contaminated water, and more. So. Well, it looks like you get a lie-in tomorrow, so sorry about that, dude.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, he just had his first hot shower since it all started. Eek. Well, I hope you're well, mate. Hope your house and half are all intact and everyone's safe.
I finished this guy now.
You have? Oh, let's have a close up.
The base and stuff is on and drying at the moment, and now we're going to put some grass and stuff on. I don't know if this is going to be the best way to show it off.
Oh, it's a nice sneaky peek. You'll get people onto.
There you go. It's a lovely silhouette.
Yeah. So if you want to follow the Pickle Jar on Instagram, then check out @thepicklejar3. I believe that's the handle, right?
Yes.
Yes. So @thepicklejar3, the number 3, not the word 3, and it's all together, no underscores.
That's been fun to work on, and so that's going to be for a video next weekend. So yeah, look out for that coming up. I'll probably not be posting a photo of it until later on next week. That's another thing I'm trying to do as well, trying to leave it a bit longer. Post photos that are for videos closer to when the video comes out.
Right.
Because obviously what I tend to do, I've just dropped my paintbrush cap. What I tend to do is I'll finish a miniature when I'm recording, and I'll record like a week and a bit in advance, because then I've got to get it edited and stuff.
Yeah.
So what I end up doing is I post a photo, of what I finished painting, and then the video for that won't be out for like another week and a bit.
Right.
So then I end up having to repost it either in a thumbnail or just repost the photo again. So I'm trying to leave it as well, post it close to the time when the video goes out.
See, I tried to be that organized before, and like, you know, be a week or two ahead of myself, have everything ready to go, and you know, it's supposed to help. It's supposed to make sure that you're not doing your last minute rushes and everything, but I just couldn't stick it out. I did that for a couple of months, and then I was just like, I can't be asked. That's too much hassle.
Oh god, no! I have to be organized. Do you know what? For the last month ish, I've been a video ahead. Like I've had 2 videos. Like I've had like this week's and then the following week's video just ready. But then I've taken like I said, I've been feeling a bit naff for the last sort of week and a half, 2 weeks. So
Yeah.
I took a bit more time to just chill.
Downtime is very important, you know, otherwise you burn yourself out hard, and then that you'll be out of it for weeks.
Oh yeah, definitely. So this week's video, the video that's out tomorrow, I actually recorded the filming part, the painting part of it before Christmas.
Really?
Yeah, I recorded it for a tutorial, and then posted a photo up of what I'd painted, and everyone asked me about the ice base for the miniature.
Yeah.
And because I'd recorded that as well, I thought, oh well, I'll put together a tutorial for the ice base instead and post that out, and then I'll just post the Necron one a bit later. And then I've had other stuff that's been more time sensitive, or that I've just wanted to work on it more. So I've kept pushing it back, and then I just edited it, and it's been done for ages now, ready to go. And finally this week, it's actually going to see the light of day. So yeah, I actually recorded all the painting footage for tomorrow's video like 3 months ago. So I'm glad that it's finally getting to see the light of day.
That blows my mind, just having something that far away.
Like I say, it wasn't intentional. It's just because I ended up changing my plan for that video. It was initially going to be a Necron tutorial.
Yeah.
And then more people seemed interested in the base. So I thought, well, I'll just chuck the base up then.
Alright, I'm going to need some help from the chat. Anyone who's built Sylvaneth Spite Revenants before. So the build instructions, they have the talons. But I'm looking at the sprue, and there's lots of weapon options here as well. And I want to know, is it worth hopping on the weapon options or just going for the talons? Because like even on here, it just has the option for the talons and fangs, 3 attacks, 3+ hit, 3+ damage, and 1 damage each. I don't know if there's an alternate. Tree Revenants. Ah, here we go. Protector Glaive. Enchanted Blades. What's this? 2 attacks, 4+ to hit, 3+ to wound, -1 rend. The glaive gives you 2 damage. Huh. So do you go spikes and get the extra attack and easier to hit and wound? Or do you go for the lower attacks, harder to hit, but it does extra damage?
The option that you said.
The thing is, though, in the scenario that you get, you're fighting Nighthaunt, and they got the ethereal keyword, which means that.
Oh yeah, that ethereal keyword.
They don't take any rend.
No,
so,
I hate it when people don't take rend.
Yeah, so the armor save doesn't change if there's a rend stat.
No.
So that means that Tree Revenants, their weapon option is useless essentially, and it's 1 less attack, and it's 4+ rather than a 3+ to hit.
Well, you want that 3+.
Yeah. So yeah, I guess I'm building them as Spite Revenants then. For once, the magazine has actually optimized them for the scenario. Look at that. Sorted. So what we got in the chat? We have, yes, big hugs, kisses, and yeah, just big hugs and kisses for me, Fossman. Hope you're doing well.
What else
And
were you
now
going to
bit-
offer him?
I don't know, cheeky butt pinch. You know, with consent, of course. Who is Pickle Jar 1 and 2? We must destroy them. There is only one Pickle Jar.
Oh, is that because the Instagram's Pickle Jar 3?
Yeah. AS6 boys, how you doing?
S6 boys!
Loki is Pickle Jar 1, apparently.
I don't think she is. Loki's got her own Instagram.
You want to take
I think it is just Loki.
Right, so... Okay. There's a bit of spice going up in the chat. Not really, we just made it up. I don't even know what's happening. Okay, cool. Essex boys, I record my videos the day I upload. That's me half the time. Like, you know, all the news updates, it is literally like I record it, and half the time it will be me just putting it on the editing software and putting the pictures on, and then staying up all night until it's rendered and uploaded to YouTube, and then posting it the next day. Or I would have got it early in that morning, begged the wife to let me quickly like have 2 hours to record and edit something, and then post it then. It takes a lot for me to have a project on the go like I have now.
Oh no, like I have to, my videos usually, I was at a point where I was working on them up until like Friday night, and then they'd be out Saturday morning for a while, but I've got a lot better, and now they are done at least sort of 2 or 3 days in advance at least, but usually they're sort of done a week in advance now.
Yeah.
So like tomorrow I've already got the majority of the footage done for next weekend's video. Tomorrow morning I'm going to finish some bits off and get that edited, so then that's next weekend's video finished and ready. And then my plan for Sunday is to get another video done so that I'm back in front rather than only got next week's ready.
And mind just exploded. Yeah, it's like, man, it's like doing homework. You know, I was never good at that unless I had someone like making sure there were no distractions around me.
Like Frost and Fist completely gets me. I've just seen his comment in the chat. He says, I love the way Pickle just went with the conversation, knowing nothing about Age of Sigmar, but perfectly staying with Kevin in the conversation.
Yeah, I know. It was so professionally done that I also just allowed it to continue, and it worked perfectly. Like, no one got showed up until you mentioned it, so, you know.
It's what I do. I'm just a natural at just fluking my way through everything. That's what I've done. I've managed to fluke my way to over 1,000 subs on YouTube, so if I can do that, I can do anything.
AOS rent free. Alright, exactly, this is the way. Oh, bang. Need to
Andy
spray
Allen.
things tomorrow as well.
Yeah, never mind that. Need to spray things tomorrow for a potential Sunday stream. Just make the Sunday stream happen. No potential, just do it. Just do it!
Yeah, do it! Do it! Sorry for that. I'm actually going. You know what? Elston was messing about saying clip part 12 and 16 and glue them together. I'm actually going to have a look and see what part 12 and 16 are. And it looks like part 16 is actually 2 different head options. So, and part 12 is a body option. So the joke's on you. Ha ha ha.
Jokes here. That's it. Jokes on you, Elston.
Yeah, you
Psych.
you tried to troll me.
Burn.
Yeah, it actually was supposed to go together.
Get wrecked, fam.
Correct, yo.
Whoa.
Sorry, I was embracing the Rick and Morty scene in me.
I think you just need to calm down a bit, Kev, to be honest.
Nah, I'll tell you what, that scene where Rick and his granddaughter go on steroids and they go around beating the heck out of people and just spitting on them. That's always a classic in my head. Right, I should carry on building stuff. I stopped too long to chinwag. It's terrible. Pickle inspired now, not Kev's insides though. Ooh. Yes, you have been burned. Grab the aloe vera and apply it liberally. Alright, so we need part 9. Nice. We've got part 9 here. And we are. Can you guess? Can you actually guess which part I'm going to be gluing this to?
Me.
Yeah, part 9.
Part 9.
Yeah.
I reckon you should glue it to part 15.
Now, would you like to use one of your lives? 50-50, phone a friend.
Was 15 wrong then?
I don't know, it'd probably work out.
I mean, technically you can glue anything to anything. It's just whether you want it to look good.
Yeah.
I'll use phone a friend, please.
Okay.
Let's see you make that work.
Hang on, let me just send an invite out. And who is your phone a friend?
My friend will be Elston.
Elston. Okay.
Elston's usually good at clipping parts and attaching them to other parts. So I feel like he will be a lot of use.
Hang on, I just got to get the chair adjusted. There we go. That's Elston, isn't it?
No, that's just you with your camera aimed badly at your forehead.
Hiya. I'm a posh boy from Reading.
You know Elston's watching, right?
I know. There we go. Love you, Elston.
Do you always laugh this much at your own jokes? Or just when you're live?
Actually, you know what? You've just won £100 because part 15 actually does go on the bit that I'm working on.
You're joking.
No, seriously. Here we go. Here's the proof. It's going to be backwards for some reason. But look, there you go. Look, 10 and 9 go together, and then piece 15.
Champion.
That's so bloody fluky as heck, mate.
Get wrecked.
Got wrecked, mate. You wrecked me like a ship. Right. I actually finally downloaded OBS, so finally can have 2 cameras running. Ooh. Well, actual OBS or Streamlabs OBS?
Essex boys.
Pickle, check your messages.
Check my messages.
You wait till Thursday. Leave it, mate. It's about time I had one up on you. Alright.
Everyone's got one up on Elston. Because he's down here. So that's it. It's acceptable to laugh when it's someone else telling the joke. That's the key difference there.
All right. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Right, I don't need those. I need 53 and 56. Right. So, have you finished painting for this evening, or are you got enough mojo?
No, I'm still cracking away, mate. I'm just finishing off the cat that I started painting from Northumbrian Tin Soldier. I've only got his bow that I need to finish.
Right.
So I don't know if can you hear that?
Hang on, let me turn my volume up.
I've just vaguely heard my neighbours being outside and noisy.
Oh,
I mean, that's a given. Like if they're outside, they are just noisy. Full stop.
yeah, I heard a little muffle. Honestly, I was expecting you to guff. Like, I wasn't expecting you to talk about your neighbours being chatty.
Do you think I am?
Mr. Pickle.
Don't do that on stream. Not Spud.
That's a lie, and you know it, right? Everyone guffs.
No, I'm definitely. No, I don't.
Everyone does, right? That's what you got the sound filters for, like. So,
I mean, believe it or not, I'm actually able to control my own bodily functions long enough to just not do it while I'm on stream.
That is a shocking revelation.
Elster Nation, cheers for tuning in, bud. Go and enjoy some sleep.
Yeah.
Now that Kev's finished mocking you.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like having second and third dinner must have really touched you out, mate. So have a good night.
Oh, you're playing a dangerous game. What time is it? How long have we been going now? How long do you normally go for?
It varies between an hour and a half and 2 hours.
Cool.
But we can go as long as you like, mate.
Cool. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. It's been fun. We'll see you. We'll see you next time.
Ta very much.
I'm joking.
I can't find this piece. It's annoying me now. Oh, there it is. See, I find that if I say that when I'm struggling to find something, it then reveals itself to show me up.
Yeah.
Because the cosmos is just there to do that specifically for me in my narcissistic universe. Speaking of narcissistic universes, have you seen today's WandaVision?
No, I've not seen last week's yet either.
Oh.
Yeah, I need to get caught up.
Cue the Iron Man gif of Robert Downey Jr. just going, oh.
Yeah, I need to get caught up. I think, to be fair, now that there's no Frost and Fisher to watch in the morning, that'll be what I'm watching tomorrow morning with my coffee.
I'll tell you what, it's the last two are cracking, and yeah, I can't wait for it all to finish and then watch it all back to back like it's an extended movie.
Yeah,
that'd be good.
I'm really enjoying it so far. So yeah, that'll be tomorrow morning's viewing pleasure.
Yeah, I don't know if it's really a spoiler or not.
Just don't say it in case it is.
No, but you know how the episodes don't normally have a post-credit scene.
Yeah.
This one does.
Oh, what today's does?
Yeah.
See, who were I talking to about this? Were I talking on? I can't remember if it was a stream I was talking on or if I was just talking to someone about this. But I said what I would do to be a complete bastard if I were in charge of this would be, because the first two episodes I sat through all the credits on both episodes just in case there were a post credits thing. And they've got a stupidly long credit sequence anyway.
Yeah.
So after the second one, I'm like, they're clearly not doing any post credits things. And I said what I would do to be a complete dick is like halfway through the season, just randomly have a post credit scene in one of the episodes.
That's
after
why I
like
felt the need to mention it because by now they are. I mean, the diehards will watch it all the way through every single episode, which is ridiculous because it's literally 5 minutes of credits. But yeah, no, it does feel like it's a dick move.
It is. That's a complete dick move. Just like, ha ha ha, lure him into a false sense of security, and then wham,
But
credit sequence.
I mean, at the same time, they kind of like made you work for it because, you know, a movie is typically an hour and a half to 2 hours, right? Maybe two.
Yeah, like 15, 20 years ago.
Oh, well, okay. Modern Marvel movies are about 2 to 2.5 hours, right?
Yeah,
you know, on the shy side, unless it's a big Avengers thing, then it creeps into almost 3 hours. So they kind of make you work for it, and if you kind of add up roughly the run time, if you minus the credits, then it kind of works up to a movie's worth of time before they've finally done the end credit.
I don't think that's sound logic. Like, I understand the logic, and I think the maths more or less works out right. But I don't think that'd be the reason. They can't be like, right, that's a movie's worth of footage. Best put this end credits sequence on. Like, if you're gonna do it, you would either do it
more believable.
You'd either, yeah, definitely is. Because realistically, if you were doing that, you would either do a small bit after every episode, or you would do one after the last episode.
Yeah.
Or maybe one after the first and one after the last episode. But you wouldn't just randomly do one in the middle of the season.
Well, debatable.
Well, I mean, obviously they have done, but I mean...
Now, does this mean that there's going to be another episode next week, or is it like a mid-season?
I presume there's going to be another episode next week. They'll not do a season break for something like this.
Okay.
Normally, when they have season breaks on like American shows and stuff, it is because of
holiday or something like
yeah, it's something to do with holidays in America or something. Is it like Thanksgiving and Christmas or
yeah,
something like that? Anyway, but this is all pre-recorded and on a streaming service. I don't think they'd have a season break for something like this, especially because it's only like 9 episodes long. Normally, when it's a season break, it's when it's something that's 20 odd episodes.
That's true.
In a season.
What episode are we on now? Is it 5 or 6?
It's going to be 6, I think.
So it's not even mid-season; it's over mid-season before they did a post-credit scene.
Dickheads. Absolute twonk nozzles.
Twonk nozzles. Love it. That's it. You know what? You're gonna have like a new thing on Loki approved. Yeah, like a sub genre show on it. And now we'll look at who's a spicy legend and who's a twonk nozzle.
Yeah.
Kevin Feige, twonk nozzle. Oh no, I'm liking it. And what's it next month? Is it mid or near the end of March? We got the Falcon and the Winter Soldier.
Yeah, I guess that's one that I wasn't particularly too fussed on, but then because of how much I've enjoyed One Division so far, I'm like, I might enjoy that.
Yeah, it looks kind of like a buddy cop style thing, but you know, more sort of covert explosions and stuff. I think it'd be good. I think when back when we saw them first together in the Winter Soldier, you know, like they had good chemistry then, and yeah, I think this was sort of an inevitable partnership for sure. I'd like to see if they ever fight over the Captain America's shield. Because it was quite nonchalant how it was just handed over, and like Bucky was just like, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, I kind of expected it to go to Bucky, but obviously then he just decided no, Not for you.
Nah, you've been too much of a brainwashed dick for too long. I don't trust you to have it.
Kind of makes sense, I guess.
Yeah. Gonna muddy the water a bit on that image. Alright. So, what is everyone working on in the chat at the moment? It's only an hour and a half in, and I totally forgot to ask until now. Is anyone working on anything at all? Is the commissar still in his bath tweaking? Has Pirate Queen Pickle finally got a cup of tea? These are questions that we need answering.
I don't know if Pirate Queen Pickle's got a cup of tea. I'll have a look. I'll have a peek behind the curtain and see.
Oh. Do not peek behind the curtain.
No, Pirate Queen Pickle has not got a cup of tea.
Shocking.
I'll make her one after the stream. Flash you all my Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pajama bottoms then.
So Mythos has got mega knobs. Thanks for sharing.
Yeah, but what's he working on?
Yeah, seriously, dude, this is a family show. Jeez.
What's next for Northumbrian tin-wise? I think I'm going to paint my D&D character next. Not now, but at some point I'm going to paint him. Maybe over the weekend. Although I do want to work on some more of these cats because they are really nice.
You love cats way too much, dude. Or is it
Cats
just the
are cool,
sculpts themselves?
I mean, I like cats anyway. I'm definitely a cat person. But they're just really nice sculpts. They're so full of character.
Yeah.
It's just really nice. They're really detailed. They're really full of character. They've got their own unique style that's like different to most of the things that I've worked on before.
Mm-hmm.
And it's nice to have something different that's not just. I'm doing a video at some point in the near future where I'm going to be talking about like why it's a good idea to sort of branch out and try other stuff at some point, like miniatures wise, because I think a lot of people you get stuck on the big ones. It's not even just Games Workshop. Like you get stuck on like Games Workshop and like Kings of War and stuff like that. Like the bigger names.
Yeah.
There are so many, like especially with 3D printing now as well. There are so many like smaller companies that make some absolutely gorgeous models for all sorts of different. Like you name it, you want a model of something, it will exist somewhere. Someone will have made it and sculpted it and will sell it somewhere.
I want a tap dancing Jabba the Hutt.
It'll be there somewhere, and if it's not, you could just make it yourself.
How can a slug tap dance?
Well,
you didn't say it to be us already, Pickle.
You
I have now
you didn't
exposed
say
your lies on the internet.
You didn't say that he had to be tapping his feet.
Well,
he could be sit down dancing, and just tapping his tail.
But I didn't say tapping his tail. I said tap dancing.
Well, it's tapping and dancing. That's tap dancing.
Oh, sound like a politician now. Shocking. No, but I get the premise of what you're on about. I sort of tried to sort of touch on that subject when I had Adam Dodge on from Pagan Minis, and you know, it was just nice to it was sort of like a nice palate cleanser to explore new options and that, because we're constantly bombarded by Games Workshop. Their marketing is like just on it at the moment. Like, well, the past 3 years, even like since they started up the Twitch channel, and they really got on top of the YouTube tutorials and everything, just been on it non-stop. And yeah,
this is it. It's like Well, I'm going to do a video because I've got this stuff from Northumbrian, I've got some stuff from Line Tower, I've got some pagan miniatures stuff, I've got some other bits and pieces coming.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do a bit of a video, and it's going to have like bits of all sorts in it. Everyone's having their own videos as well. I've got so much stuff coming out in the near future, but it's more just like there's all these other places that make amazing miniatures, and it's not just good for like a palette cleanser. It's good to like learn stuff, like because how you would paint, like how I've painted this cat rogue from Northumbrian Tin Soldier is completely different to how I would paint stuff from GW, because the sculpt is completely different. Because like you can paint anything from GW. You can paint Necrons, you can paint something from Age of Sigmar, you can paint Blood Bowl, whatever. Even though they're all completely different factions, like some of them are killer robots from the far future, and some of them are orcs, and some of them are humans, and some of them are elves, and whatever. They're all very much in the same style. Even though they're different factions and stuff, they're all the sculpts. You can tell that they all belong to the same company and the same games and whatever.
Yeah.
So you end up using a lot of the same techniques because of how the models are sculpted, and that's fine, but that also sort of limits you because you're then not exposed to, because you can do that and it's easy to do that, you tend to fall into a routine of just doing that. Whereas if you go outside like this, how this is sculpted, it's so much more natural. There's no clean edges and clean lines on it. It's all very it's just a different style. So you have to adapt your painting process to paint something like that, because I can't edge highlight that at all. Like there's no edges on it to highlight. So it's like I've had to work on my blending a lot more, and I've had to look at how to pick out the definition a bit more on some other parts of it, because like the fur on it is sculpted like actual fur, whereas apart like different to how Games Workshop sculpts fur on things. So it's fun working on something different like that, and like all this other stuff that I've got, because it is a completely different style of miniature. Just makes it interesting to paint, because it's not just, you know, another Space Marine or another Necron or another Orc. Even down to stuff just like getting an Orc from a different company. It will be completely different to painting a Games Workshop Orc. Because Games Workshop Orcs do all look the same, regardless of whether it's Age of Sigmar, 40k, Blood Bowl, whatever. They all look the same.
It's the Warhammer Orc, isn't it?
Yeah. So you switched over to just painting orcs for a different company, and you know you get a different style, and it's some different things you can try out technique wise and stuff. So I think it's important to grow as a painter, or to practice new techniques and stuff, to use other models, because if you just paint the same from the same company all the time, even if you're using different factions, you're not gonna sort of improve. I mean, you will improve like on a technical level, but I mean, you'll not diversify yourself as much.
Yeah, I get that. I'm actually currently waiting on Adam to send out some bits to me, which will be really nice. You know, it'll be a real nice way of dipping my toes in something different. I think I've only ever painted 2 minis that weren't strictly Games Workshop minis. It was an old Orc metal mini that had like a big old shotgun, and I painted a metal dwarf mini. That must have been from Dungeons and Dragons, I think, or something of that ilk. And you know, that's basically it. Like everything else has been Warhammer 40k or Lord of the Rings, and it does sort of feel a bit closed off. I see.
Honestly,
like,
mate, I paint so much stuff from other companies, more so recently, but I have done over the years. I've painted loads, and some of the most fun miniatures that I've painted have been not Games Workshop stuff. They've been from other companies. And it is just a shame that I know that I'll do these videos on miniatures for other companies, and I know that they won't do as well on YouTube because it's not Games Workshop, and unfortunately,
Yeah,
Games Workshop
has the
stuff
market.
always does better on YouTube.
Yeah, it's just the way it is. Kind of have to hook them in with Games Workshop and then go, hey, look, there's sweets in this other van as well. So yeah, that's essentially what being a YouTuber for hobby mini stuff is kind of like, really.
It is. It's tricking people into watching videos on other stuff.
Yeah. Haha. Let's have a look at the chat. So we have Adam Dodge is in the chat. Nice of you to turn up.
Mr. Dodge, what a legend!
You're right. Looks like he's got a
I'm
nasty cough though.
Painting some pagan miniatures at the moment.
Yeah,
I'm working on my werewolf.
Apparently he has COVID, but he said he's okay because he's healthy as Trump and he survived, and he's making lungs great again. That'll do it. Mythos said those Spectre miniatures he painted were a nice palette cleanser. They felt very different to paint from Warhammer stuff. And he's looking forward to painting up his pagan minis as well. And
Nice.
Adam said he's going to be sending me failed casts, and I'll never know. To be honest, I probably wouldn't, but you know, if it's anything like, you know, the old actual fail cast that Games Workshop did, then right.
Mr. Mythos as well. I know you were on about wanting to order some stuff from Northumbrian once I'd got my affiliate link set up. Well, I've got that set up now. So if you are, I mean, maybe not at the moment if you're obviously not having a great time of it. But the affiliate link is up and on the channel now. It's in my socials. So if you want to pick yourself up some of them bears,
those bears
that's where you can do it.
Little gits, aren't they?
Those bears, I think, are going to be some of the next things that I get from Northumbrian. When I message him again and say, now then, send us some stuff. I think it'll be the bears that I'll be showing off next time. I did the cats because I think these were the most recent things that they've released. Yeah. They've got some gnomes coming out, which I don't know if they're still on Kickstarter or if they've just finished on Kickstarter, but they look amazing.
I mean, they do look fun. They're real characterful, and you know, I think that's what gives them the edge. So it's just that little character, and you know, it is absolutely different to what's out there at the moment. You know, because a lot of stuff is, you know, fantasy, high fantasy, sci-fi. But then you just get these little chunky bears, like.
They're so cool. Like, it's just like, nice to have something completely different. And yeah, and I'm not just going to say this because Dodge is in the chat, but I've painted a few of the pagan miniatures things previously. I painted up a werewolf previously, not the same one that I'm doing now, but a different one. And I painted up one of the Vikings as well. But the metal sculpts, like the finished product, they are absolutely gorgeous.
Spoken like a true shill.
They are. Like,
I'm not saying I've said this because he's in the chat. What?
I've said this to Adam before. Like, I'm not. If I get if I get something sent to me to review or to show off or something, and I think it's crap, then I'm going to say that I think it's crap and why I think it's crap. I'm not going to be like, this is amazing, just because someone sent me something for free, because that's not what I'm about. But luckily, touch wood, everything that I've been sent has been really nice to work on, and good quality stuff. So I've not had to do that yet. I did the review over on the CWG for a game that we got sent to review, and I was honest with that. I was like, I think it maybe could be good, but at the minute it's not really.
Yeah.
So you know,
they were definitely hand sculpted, by the looks of it, and you know, with a little bit of improvement, they would come out sharper. I think you were saying about the game as well was a bit.
yeah, the rules weren't written very well. Like the rule book was awful to read.
I mean, again, that comes with practice, and
They needed someone that was very good at writing, not just rules, but just writing in general, and presentation. Like at some point, I'll show you that rule book.
yeah,
I'll send you some pictures just because.
reading.
I mean, you know,
for me at the moment.
fair play to him for going out and wanting to make something and doing it and not just, you know, not bothering. But
Yeah.
like I said, honest review. It wasn't the best thing I've ever seen. So
Yeah, sometimes you gotta be cruel to be kind, and you know, if something isn't good and they need that criticism in order to improve, then you know,
it's not even that for me. Like for me, it's like I don't want to sit there and say this is brilliant and recommend something, and then someone go and buy it on my recommendation or pay money towards it on my recommendation, and then be like, well, this weren't actually very good, and Josh said it were, so I can't, you know, I can't trust what he says in future.
yeah,
Like, I don't want people to waste the money on stuff that isn't worth it, so I'd rather just be honest. And then if people decide they're not going to send me stuff because last time they sent me some, I didn't say nice things about it, then that's fine.
prerogative. Yeah. I mean, it's a real. If anything, I think there'd be a lot of companies out there that would relish having honest opinions about their stuff, because then they can have that sort of motivation and direction to how they can improve and what to improve, so that they can be a success, you know, and
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a lot of people that thrive upon that as well. Whereas, you know, you do get a lot of people who can't handle.
You can't handle the
Yeah,
truth.
I mean, let's not beat around the bush. There are a lot of soft people out there who can't handle being told, mate, that it's not great. You need to sort of go back to the starting board, and you know, they'll go, well, that's not what I wanted to hear. I'm going to go to someone else that will tell me what I want to hear. And that sort of attitude, you know, your venture is doomed to fail, because you're not appeasing the market, you're appeasing yourself.
Yeah.
And you need to sort of listen to the critics with a pinch of salt, of course, and you know, stay true to your vision, but just add a few of those improvements in, because it could make all the difference from it being a flop to a success. That's my 2 cents on it. And you know, by the way, for anyone listening, I'm fully up for doing reviews myself. Like, if you got something that you're working on that you'd like to send out to, you know, the corner that is the Kev, then I'll promise to be honest, and depending on how much you pay me, will depend on how nice I am. There we go. Career destroying comment right there.
Definitely be hitting that up soon, my brother. Yes, Mr. Mythos. Like I said, but whenever you're ready, the link's going to be there for, well, it's just indefinitely, I guess. But I've had quite a few people actually buy stuff through it. It's been really cool seeing people picking stuff up on my recommendation from Northumbrian Tin Soldier, and they've been like really happy with it as well. Like, I've get messages off the guy over there like regularly, being like, "Oh, I've just seen you've had another, you know, you've had another sale through your link and stuff," and been really up. And he's like, "If there's something we can do to help you, just let us know."
Mm.
So I'm gonna get the stuff that they've already sent me painted up first, and then I'll send him a message being like, well, this is what I would like next, please.
That's why you're getting the sponsorship Kev wanted. Thanks, Adam. That's from Adam.
Is he winding you up?
Yeah, he loves it, and I don't mind it.
Bless him.
It's funny a lot of the time.
You mean all the time?
A lot of the time, I stick by what I said. Honest reviews from here as well. So I've got a frog in my throat. I need to drink more water. Alright, what have we got going on here? Just at me, Kev. Okay. Can you review my bath time tweaking, Kev? Well, it all depends. Is it going to be pixelated? Is it going to be live? Is it going to be pre-recorded? How soapy is the bath? At the end of the day, there's a limit to what I want to see. I don't want to see no bait and tackle going on, floating around like flotsam.
It's the vivid imagery there, Kev.
Right,
I love it.
I know. And you could have that vivid imagery described upon your products too. Kev translation, give me free stuff. I can't wait to be asked, as no one knows who I am. that is exactly it. I ain't gonna lie, right? I ain't gonna lie at all. I would love to cover someone's project and just see what it's all about. I get pretty hyped up when something new is coming out and someone's got something going on in the background and I'm sort of in the loop of it. It's like, oh yay, let's do this. I'm sucker for the hype train. Like right now, I'm pretty pumped about the new Warhammer quest. They're gonna do the Cursed City with all the vampires and the new undead models and that. And have you seen the new Necromancer? That's a pretty good
Me?
one.
No.
It's a pretty good.
They've got haven't they got a stream this weekend?
Yeah, and it's going to be showing off a lot of stuff. It's Lords or Lords of something. I can't bloody remember. But I'm guessing they're gonna have some characters come up maybe. Well, we'll see. There's usually a theme. I think the last one was a little bit of a letdown. It wasn't as action packed as people thought it would be. But they're doing these reveals very regularly, so you can't have too many things being revealed, otherwise they'll have nothing to reveal. They can only release so many products every week, Oh, Underdog's here. Hello. Glad you could join us, Barry. Baza. You got a pizza yet?
Oh, that's the first funny thing you've said tonight, Kev.
Oh, thank you very much. I notice it's usually at someone else's detriment that you'll laugh.
Always. As you may have noticed, I'm a bit of a bastard.
Live and no bubbles, all the details. In the crib, man. Drop it like it's hot. Okay. Alright. No, thank you. Scroll on by. Alright, see ya, Adam. You have a good night, mate. Thanks for joining us.
Is that him off? Gotta go take care. Oh yeah, he's off. Look.
Just thought I'd finish up the lyrics. Ah, okay. Just primed 2,000 points of chaos, and I think the airbrush cleaner is getting to me. Stop huffing it, man. Open a window.
Yeah, you should be doing that in a well-ventilated area.
He just had Palmo. Oh, so no pizza.
Parmo's that one that Norski goes on about all the time, saying it's better than pizza, and I don't believe him. Nothing's better than pizza.
Pizza is like literally no one can hate pizza. It is an edible dish. What's not to love?
Pizza is the best.
Yeah.
Always and forever.
Pizza is, and pizza will always be. So it's debatable about its origins, though.
I don't care about its origins. I just love pizza.
Many scholar are arguing over whether its origins are in Southern Europe, like the Italy sort of area, or if it's more of a Middle Eastern sort of thing. They got hijacked. Maybe it's Greek. Quite a contentious subject, actually.
Well, mine comes from Papa John's in Maltby, so
That'll do. I tell you what, right? I got told a lot of bad things about Papa John's, right? I got told how.
Oh no, it's not Papa John's like the chain. It's a little independent takeaway. Right. I've never had a proper Papa John's.
Oh, okay. Well, recently I had my first Papa John's, and it was.
There you go. You heard it here first, guys. Recently, Kev had his first.
Yeah, my first Papa John's, and it was actually really nice. It wasn't like messy or badly made or anything. It was well stacked with toppings. It was tasty. Had a stuffed crust, and the meal that we had was plenty for 2 adults and 2 little kids. Yeah, no, I was actually pleasantly surprised by that. I got told by a couple of people how the Papa John's were crap, but I think that it just depends. Like any pizza place, it just depends on your location and who's making it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like I used to live next to a really good Pizza Hut. Like they were better than the Domino's, and then I come out here, and the Pizza Hut is crap. Like it's you might as well just forget the base, just put the toppings on the cardboard, and then shake it about a bit, and that's it. But the Domino's out here is top notch, But saying that, there's actually like a cheaper sort of standalone company, Time Pizza, which are quite local, and they're the best. No lie. You get more for your money. All the food's like the same quality as Domino's. Yeah, it's just pretty much the same thing, but it's just cheaper. Can't argue with that.
I always prefer the smaller independent takeaways to the big chains.
Supporting your local businesses as is.
Yeah, that's why. Yeah, it's not just because it's cheaper and greasier.
Oh, okay.
I mean, well, you have a takeaway pizza. Like, if I want a takeaway pizza, I want a takeaway pizza, and I don't know if this is going to make sense or not, but if you have a takeaway pizza and you have it from like Domino's or Pizza or whatever, it's not really like having a takeaway pizza. It's like going to a restaurant for a pizza, but it gets delivered to your home. And I know that sounds really weird, but do you know what I mean?
I get what you mean. Yeah, it's too proper.
A takeaway pizza it's got a very definite like taste and style.
Yeah.
Whereas having like a pizza or a Domino's, that is just, to me, that's more like getting the pizza that you would go out and eat in a restaurant delivered to your home, or just picking it up and bringing it
Well,
home.
actually, I'll tell you what. It depends because um, it all depends on the pizza you get, mate. Because like you could go to Pizza Express, and it's all relatively small pizzas, flat bases, scarcely topped at all.
Pizza Express is gorgeous. I used to love going at Pizza Express near us, going there, going at cinema.
Yeah, it was all right. Like it was only good when you could do the deal with Odeon, or was it the View?
We have Cineworld up here.
Was it Two for Tuesdays, wasn't it? Oh mate,
Yeah.
you know what? I remember the days just before the kids where we had the Cineworld pass and like every week, even twice a week. I was banging, and then you just walk into Pizza Express or what was the other one that they did the discount in? That American style place. What was I forgot was? It's like heavily Chicago themed, and like like you just walk in there, get some nice.
Goodfellas.
No, it's like a proper American restaurant diner sort of thing.
Oh, Frankie and Benny's.
Frankie and Benny's, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just walk in there and just get yourself some like silly food. There you go. Hey, look, here's my discount. Hanging. I wouldn't pay those prices otherwise. I actually got a mate who says that it was basically like glorified school dinner food, and I was like, that's because you went to a private school.
Oh, right. I'm done painting tonight.
Yeah. What time is it? Oh, it's 10 o'clock already. Crikey.
Well, I've got the squig finished. I've got the cat finished, and
I was very tempted by that squig challenge. By the way,
I've got a couple of little bits left to do on this wolf, but the majority of him is done now.
Yeah. Right, well, let's have one final run through the chat. If anyone's got any questions, throw them in now or forever hold your peace. Let's see. I had pizza on pancake day. It's just a fat pancake with extra toppings anyway. Debatable, but I get the sentiment. I actually had chocolate chip pancakes on pancake day. Nice. With some maple syrup. Or half with maple syrup and half with lemon and sugar. Did you have any pancakes, Mr. Pickle?
Yes.
Good job. Still not got a cup of tea, says Pirate Crew Pickle. Very sad times, yes. Tea for Queen Pickle is now a hashtag. They just asked Pickle. I thought that was just Pickle in French, maid's outfit, serving you Tina. You guys have an actual Pizza Express, lol. That's also pizza place that appears through. Okay, interesting. Miss going there. I think it'll leave closed forever due to lockdown. I don't know how cinema's going to recover, especially because Disney Plus is going to wreck competition. But it's Disney. They can take the hit just to scoop up the rest of those people who are not subscribed already. Get them in the cinema for the big movies and go, hey, look, you got to watch these TV shows to know what's going on in between. And then scoop them up, and then Netflix is just going to cry in the corner.
I don't think Netflix is going to cry in the corner.
Have you seen the little parody where that guy he's like the CEO of Disney, and he absolutely butchers like whoever comes in. Like the last one was for Mando, the Mandalorian. He's like, hey, we basically Iron Man 2'd you. And it was like, oh no. uh, Only funny in my head, but you know, it's actually quite good. You should check it out if you haven't already. With Ruin Green. Okay, so we haven't got any questions for Pickle, so I'm gonna leave it there. So let's just very smoothly swap it over to my face. Oh, dude, there is one thing actually I want to show you. I did this as a tribute for you. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. Can you read that? I wrote it backwards as well because
the cake is a lie. Brilliant.
Yeah, just for you, buddy. I also put your cup at the back and put the light purple for you.
Ah,
yeah. That's how much I love you, man.
I like you too.
Oh, there we go. You heard it here first. Pickle likes me. Right, so I'm just unscrewing this damn camera so I can get it face angled. So you don't have to stare at my crutch any longer. And there we go. That should do it. Big face, no. What on earth? There we go. Hello. There's my face. All right, so that is going to be the end of the show. I've only put 2 of these Spite Revenants together and the witch thing, Branch Witch. But you know what? I had a real good time chatting to our friend Josh from the Pickle Jar. Do you have any bits of promo to throw out to everyone, or?
I mean, yeah, if you're not already subscribed to my channel, you can find me over on the Pickle Jar on YouTube. If you search for the Pickle Jar on any of our social medias, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, you'll find us. I've got a new video coming out tomorrow morning. It is a Necron painting tutorial for the Novok dynasty. They're the guys with the red faces and red shoulder pads. Next weekend, I've got a video coming out where you'll see me painting this guy. And that's going to be talking about why I don't paint miniatures.
All right.
So, and I'm not going to expand on that any further. So you'll have to come and check out the video next week for that. I've got plenty more tutorials coming out in the near future for various different things. Loads of cool miniatures from other companies that aren't Games Workshop going to be showing off on the channel. On my videos and also on my live streams. I live stream on the Pickle Jar every Wednesday evening and every other Sunday morning. So if you want to come and check out me when I'm live, we'd love to have you. That's it. That's my spiel. Well practiced.
There you go. There you have it. So yeah, once again, you can find him over at the Pickle Jar. And if you want to see his work in progresses, then he's hitting Instagram very hard. So remember, that's at the Pickle Jar 3. And yeah, have fun with that. So I'm gonna just pop my face. You know what? I'm not even gonna pop my face full. Let's just do it like this. So anyways, thank you so much for joining us and tuning in, and all your comments and questions in the chat. I've had a lot of fun, and I can't wait to do another one of these again. Again, we are looking to do a little collaboration soon with our Lord of the Rings stuff. Hit that nostalgia hard, and see how far our skills have come in those 20 years. And God, 20 years, dude. Can you believe it?
Yep.
Back. Anyways, so as always, if you're not subscribed already, hit the subscribe button. Make sure that you hit that bell icon as well, and hit all so you don't miss absolute anything whatsoever. Do that for Pickle as well, because YouTube will be very selective about what you see, and you could miss out on something cool. Also, plenty of social media links down below, including the Chilling Wargamers Facebook and YouTube and Discord. So go check that out if you haven't already. I'm a proud member of the Chilling Wargaming Network. So is Mr. Pickle, and he actually is a headlining act. So there you go. And if you want to support the channel, there are many ways of doing it. The best way by far is through Element Games. So hit that link. It doesn't cost you anything extra. You get yourself good savings, and I get a kickback, which is awesome. And if you're feeling very short on aerosol sprays for priming, they got a brand new company set up now. I can't remember what it's called, but they're really pushing it at the moment. I'm going to order myself a can because it's just a bit cheaper than the Citadel one, but it's like a quarter more in content. Like you actually get a little bit more in your can. So I might order a tin, and if you lot want to see how that comes out, then I'll show you. So I'll leave it there. Thank you so much for tuning in, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.
Bye.
That's it. He's still waving.
Are we done?
Yeah, we're done. I mean, they can still
don't
hear
know.
us, of course, because why not? Why would I change a standard of the Chilling Wargamers, which is to play silly music?
What music have you got on? Hang on, let me turn mine off.
I thought you was listening to something. You're rocking away a bit there. I
Yeah.
thought, is he dying for a wee?
No, I'm just rocking out.
Okay, really loud. Christ. I'm leaving. That's right. Book yous. I'm off to shop. I'm leaving. I think that's about as Yorkshire as you'll get from me. Off to shop.
This is a really nice original idea as well.
I love this tune though. I like it's a classic standards, man. That's it. Don't get upset by it. You know you love it.
Who's upset?
You love it.
I'm not upset.
You love it.
Just saying it's a really nice original idea. I'm paying you a compliment.
You're taking the piss, and everyone knows it.
I'm always taking the piss.
You're always, yeah. Every other thing you say.
It's all I do. You ask Wendy.
But I know it's like when someone calls someone else to see you next Tuesday. It's your way of conveying your love for someone.
Yeah, okay. like when you can say whatever you want in a text of just put a winky face at the end so that they know you're joking.
Well, I mean, sometimes people just do that just to cover their asses, don't they?
Yep.
Oh, how long is this song again? Oh, it's nearly done. Alright then. Hope everyone enjoyed.